Since it was revealed that Barack Obama's birth certificate is a forgery, we can make this proclamation without equivocation.
The birth certificate on the left belongs to Barack Obama. The birth certificate on the right belongs to Johanna Ani. After 5 years of intense investigation, which included consultation with one of America's most respected forensic document examiners and a team of European media forensic experts, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office has reached a conclusion utilizing forensic techniques both old and new. It is the opinion of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office that the birth certificate on your right, belonging to Johanna Ani, was in fact used as a source document in the digital creation of Barack Obama's long-form birth certificate. 9 points of forgery in which words, letters, and hand-placed date stamps have been digitally copied from the Ani long-form birth certificate and pasted onto Obama's long-form birth certificate.
The evidence noted herein is clear and convincing proof that the Obama certificate of live birth posted on whitehouse.gov on April 27, 2011 is a fraudulently manufactured document.
The next question you may ask, who is Obama's real father?
Biggest fake news was Barack Obama claiming to be the son of a Kenyan goat herder who would bring people together. In his book, Dreams from My Father, through my film, Dreams from My Real Father, it was an alternate history that showed that Barack Obama's actual background was a radical leftist. And it traced back to the fact that there was a mountain of evidence that his real biological father was not the Kenyan Obama, but was rather Frank Marshall Davis, the Soviet agent and American communist, who he admits in his own book raised him in Hawaii. In Obama's own book, Dreams from My Father, he says, when I was little, my grandfather would take me to Frank's house, and it was though there was an unwritten, unspoken contract between the two of them. In 1977, he was with Barack, or Barry as he called him, in the Ala Manoa Mall in Waikiki at a sporting goods store, and all of a sudden, Barry says, "That's my father over there." And Keith says, "What are you talking about? That black man there, I recognize him from the pictures. That's my father from Kenya." And Keith said, "No way." And Barack ran over to him and he said, "Are you Barack Obama?" And he said, "Yes, who are you?" He said, "Well, I'm your son." And the Kenyan Obama basically blew off Barack, blew him off and left. And Keith explains that that moment set off Barry, or Barack, on a tirade where he went to his mother, Frank, his grandfather, and said, "You all lied to me. Frank is my father. I've always known it. He spends time with me. He gives me money. I look like him. You've been lying to me." And he said for a couple of months, they all denied it. And Barry got so out of control that the grandfather, Gramps, came to Keith and said, "Listen, this story is true, but he can't talk about this. I don't want him talking about it."
For it to be revealed that Frank Marshall Davis, a radical leftist who indoctrinated Obama to view the world through a racial lens, was in fact his father, would have contradicted Obama's phony message of unity, and perhaps would have made him unelectable.
How long have you been with Barack Obama?
We been married? 20-something years. Wait, somebody, you guys know the date. When was it? It's been over a decade. It's been a while. 20-something years. Wait, somebody, you guys know the date? When was it? It's been over a decade. It's been a while.
Distinguished guests, and men and women of the finest military in the world. And most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah, Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today.
Let me back up a minute. Let's go to 2004, the Democratic National Convention. You have a fairly unknown Illinois senator who is making a speech at the 2004 Democratic National Convention. And that fairly unknown senator, state senator, is Barack Obama. And you have me sitting in my living room watching the convention on TV and almost falling on the floor, realizing that an individual that I had engaged in consensual sexual acts and drug activity in 1999 was now right there in front of my face on the TV screen, giving a keynote address at the Democratic National Convention. Imagine my surprise.
It looks like he married Michelle Robinson in 1992, and his first daughter, Malia, was born in 1998.
In July.
And Sasha was born in 01. This happened again. I'm going to look at the calendar.
In November of 1999.
Give me that date. That this was the Saturday. This was November 6th?
Saturday, November 6th.
Saturday, November 6th, 1999. Okay. The door opens, and here's this skinny black guy. Did he come into the limousine then?
No, actually, he was standing outside of a bar. We went in. We went into the bar. It wasn't really a long period of time. We went in, we sat down, had a drink, started talking. It was all small talk. There was nothing that would indicate that he was a Illinois state senator. He did refer to himself as being in public service, but all of a sudden I had made a comment. I had made the comment to him that I could really use a line to wake up.
By that you mean a line of blow, cocaine.
Exactly. By saying that, it was clear to me by his response that he knew exactly what I was talking about, because he actually asked me if I was referring to coke, and I told him I was. And he had said that he had a source he could actually provide that. So we get out, he makes a phone call, we get back in the limo, he tells the driver where we're going. Before we pulled over, stopped, he gets out and says he'll be back, and about 5-10 minutes later, he goes back up with an 8-ball of coke that I had given him $250 to purchase. So he comes back, he hands me an 8-ball of coke, I have a CD tray from a compact disc, and I start to set up a line with the CD tray resting on his knee. As I'm doing this, the CD tray is actually resting on his left knee. Yep, his left knee.
Okay.
So I start to do a line. In the process, I start moving my hand. He sat there and allowed it to happen. I started rubbing up on the inside of his thigh. It went to him actually undoing his pants, and from there it went to fondling, and then I began to perform oral sex on him. So I began performing oral sex. It's at that time that he actually stops to lower his pants and his shorts down past his knees, down to where they're resting around his ankles. But beforehand, he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a glass pipe and a packet of crack cocaine. I reach over and pass him the lighter, and he starts to smoke a crack rock right there in the back of the limo. It was obvious to me from that point that this was not something that was foreign to him. This was something that he had engaged in on previous occasions. It was something he was quite comfortable with. We continued to drive around for a while, talk, drink, and at one point I just simply had decided that I was exhausted. I mean, I had been up constantly.
So you're tired, you want to call it a night, and what happened? Did you tell him this? Did you say, look, buddy, I had fun, but it's time for me to go?
Well, I did. I had basically told him that, I was kind of at the point to where I needed to call it a night.
Unlike the case with Obama's relationship with Jeremiah Wright, Obama was not forced to defend himself against claims of engaging in homosexual acts. Joe Biden and the media were successful in putting this story on the back burner. In 2008, America was not going to elect a homosexual as president. This lends credence to the claim that the Obama marriage was arranged to remain respectable in public and for political expedience.
Clint Eastwood, who delivered a scathing rebuke of President Barack Obama last week at the Republican National Convention in Tampa, Florida, apparently isn't done talking about the current White House occupant. said Eastwood to the Carmel Pinecone newspaper, quote, "President Obama is the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the American people," unquote.
Agreed. This is the Contrarian 357 signing off from Contrarian Row. Thank you for watching.